All right, I'm looking at another Polygonle today. Now, the way Polygonle works, if you're not familiar with this, is it's like Wordle, but the shapes at the top here tell you that the same shapes equal the same letters, and different shapes equal different letters, essentially. Now, interesting, we've got 3 diamonds here, so those all have to be the same letter. Now, the way I've been approaching it so far is to guess a word with all unique letters, because it lets you check more options for the shapes. Now, there is a setting in here, hard mode and expert mode. Hard mode means you have to reuse the clues, kind of like hard mode in normal Wordle. And expert mode means that you have to guess, your guess has to match the pattern. So we would have to guess a word that had the same letter in all 3 of those diamonds, essentially. So I'm gonna attempt to do it in expert. I'm not necessarily gonna turn it on, but I'm gonna attempt to do expert mode today because I've had some people suggest that I should try it that way. So I suspect we'll get it in fewer guesses, but it'll take more of thinking time. So it might end up in a short video because I probably won't include all the time where I'm just sitting here thinking. So it's interesting that we have a double letter over here. These 2 have to be the same because it really reduces your options. I'm thinking something like EE would be good. Could also be like an SS with an S there. That's not too bad. But I think I like E better. Now, O is also a possibility. O would be good. Especially in this position with the O and then one more letter. I feel like that's pretty good. You know, something like book or whatever. But E, and we could do something like, you know, re something or D something. Okay, if it's an O, what could we do? Nothing's jumping out at me with the E. Something flood maybe, or I keep trying to think of it as a compound word where there's kind of a beginning and an end stuck together, which may or may not be the case. It's not necessarily E or O. I like E and O the best though. I feel like something steep or steer. Costume. That's not how you spell costume. Okay, well, if it's not O or E, see, this is the problem in expert mode on video, is it's just a lot of thinking and not guessing. This was an S, maybe. This would probably have to be a vowel at the end, something like that. It could also be R. R's not too bad. Is this a word? Priory? I feel like that might be a word. Let's try that. Is that a word? No, it's not a word. Or maybe an LLY? That's not too bad. What would that be? Slowly. No. That also doesn't work. There's not 2 L's. What about T's? N's? I think I like E the best. D-E-D maybe? Weed, seaweed. All right, well, it fits at least. I'm gonna try seaweed. Okay, it's not seaweed, but it is E and it is a W. Interesting. So, weak? Something weak? Between would work. I think I like between, let's try it. Is it between? All right, it's between. All right, well, so, like I suspected, you know, it's not too difficult to get it in fewer guesses when you use this method, but it takes a lot more time of thinking just to even come up with, you know, a word that fits the pattern. So it all just depends on how you like to play. If you like to spend more time thinking about it, but try and get in as few guesses as possible, expert mode is a good way to go. If you like to not spend as much time, but you're not too worried about how many guesses it takes, then maybe normal mode is the way to go. So that's one of the nice things about some of these puzzles is you can kind of choose how you want to play it and craft it to fit you. So I know some people have complained that 6 guesses is too many. You shouldn't let people have that many guesses, but who cares? You can always try and do it in fewer guesses yourself. So if other people need to take 6, 8, 10, I don't know. It doesn't really, you're not really competing against other people. So that's my feelings. You can think whatever you want. You can let me know in the comments what you think, but that's how I did on today's Polygonle. Let me know how this one went for you, and be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles. And Turl, oh, look at that. I don't know what Turl is, but it worked. Okay, that was optimal. So we got the S. So this is not W, so it has to be an S or a T, and it's not gonna be SS, so it's gotta be ST. We got some greens. Oh, the E's are there. Okay, so now I'm not thinking E here. It still could be, but I'm not thinking E right there anymore. Okay, awesome.